This boy saved money for his study abroad tuition by taking a job caring for a disabled girl. However, the girl had a very strange personality. She tormented him every day, making him kneel outside her door all day and count the tatami mats. She made him search for 4-leaf clovers in the grass, and if he didn't find 10, he wouldn't be allowed to eat. But Sunio said nothing. He was only focused on earning money for his studies abroad, so he endured it all. After a while, Sunio finally received some good news. He had been awarded a scholarship to study abroad. He wouldn't have to work so hard anymore, but he had to wait until September to leave. The next day, Sunio went straight to Jose's house. He didn't want to continue caring for her, but when he arrived, he found the house empty. Sunio, gathering his courage, entered Jose's room and was stunned by what he saw. Jose's room was like a dream, resembling an underwater world, with whales painted on the walls. On the table were Jose's unfinished drawings. Sunio, who also loved the sea, was very curious. He wanted to understand what was in Jose's heart. Just then, Sunio heard Jose's grandmother calling him. The grandmother told Sunio that Jose had gone out and that she couldn't find her now. Sunio immediately ran outside to search for her. Sunio searched for a long time and finally found Jose in front of the train tracks. But when Jose saw Sunio, she quickened her pace and headed towards the tracks. Sunio rushed forward and grabbed Jose, stopping her from running into the train. Jose didn't thank Sunio. Instead, she started threatening him. She really wanted to see the sea and demanded that Sunio take her there, or else she would have her grandmother withhold his money and even fire him. Sunio reluctantly agreed. He wasn't afraid of Jose's threats. He understood how she felt. Jose had always been locked in her room, unable to see the sea she loved, only able to imagine it but never touch it. Soon, Sunio took Jose to the subway station. Jose went to buy a ticket, and Sunio told her grandmother that Jose was safe. However, Jose had never traveled far on her own and didn't know how to buy a ticket. She had been ignored by everyone, and some people even complained about her wheelchair. When Sunio returned, Jose said she wanted to go home because she felt like there were tigers everywhere outside. Sunio was curious and asked what she meant by tigers. Jose turned her wheelchair and left. Sunio still didn't understand what she meant by tigers, but just then, a man's suitcase bumped into Jose's wheelchair. Sunio asked the man to apologize, but the man blamed Sunio instead. This made Sunio realize that human hearts could be as cruel as tigers. But the next second, the man bumped into a woman, and the woman's fierce attitude made the man immediately apologize. This made Sunio find the situation rather ridiculous. Jose finally agreed to continue going to see the sea. Sunio pushed her to the high-speed train, and they boarded. As Jose looked at the scenery outside, she saw things she had never seen before. Jose had never been so happy, and the barriers in her heart slowly began to open. Sunio pushed her all the way to the beach. The sea under the sunset was especially beautiful, with the water turning pink. Jose had drawn the sea countless times and had imagined the outside world countless times, but this was the first time she had seen such a beautiful sea. She pushed her wheelchair forward, but it got stuck in the sand. Jose fell to the ground but ignored Sunio, who tried to help her up. Jose crawled forward, crying. It wasn't the first time she had seen the sea. When she was little, her father had taken her to the sea. Her father had asked her what the sea tasted like, but she was too scared to approach it. Later, her father passed away, and she never got the answer. The book said that the seawater was salty, but Jose had never tasted it. Sunio stood there listening to Jose. He realized that something as simple as the sea, which he could easily experience, was something Jose had always longed for. Without considering Jose's opposition, Sunio picked her up and carried her. The waves crashed onto the shore, and the splashing water hit Jose's face. Jose tasted the seawater, and it was indeed salty. She was happy. The two of them, standing on the beach like a couple, had one